All right. Next is from our boy, Big Botman of Bot County, Georgia.
Hey.
Back in the mailbag after being unceremoniously slandered, unreasonably 86 on the Patreon. Glad Feeney and I sorted it out. Interesting. So you sorted it out with this guy, huh?
Yeah.
All right. So Feeney and I sorted.
First thing I did that night was after we spoke.
Okay, you're like, but Botman. I want to, before I continue on this email, I want to make a very clear point. If it was up, I actually suggested to just get rid of you because we do with the disruptors and stuff. Everything. This is not a free speech platform. We were just going to actually get rid of you, like just erase you from all the platforms. That was my idea. But yeah, Joe facilitated. You were like Marco Rubio, Joe. You went in there like the Secretary of State. You solved the situation.
Well, it started when he misunderstood suspensions and emails, and then as listeners know and stuff. Last summer I was lashing out at everybody, and I had one of those weeks or whatever, and I just caught something that I thought he said wrong, and he didn't say it, and I will apologize to Bot for that because we did speak, and actually,
bro. But why do you seem to have that same problem? You had it with Durbin, and you had it with Hughley.
At the same time,
you have Tourette's syndrome.
Yeah, it was the same. It was the same time last. I'll tell you the truth. It was around my mom's birthday. I got weird. I don't know.
Why did you get weird around your mom's birthday?
I was really angry and lashing out.
Do you have long COVID?
I don't know. I hope not.
Bro, but what are you angry about? You're making good money, and and you work on 2 or 3 different shows, and what's there to be angry about? What, do you have bills that you can't pay, or what?
No, if I could explain it, I would say that just like therapy. But there's like a couple sides to me. I can be logical and happy and calm like now, and then there's another side to me where I want to freak out and lash out. I like it.
Do you take bipolar medication?
I don't anymore. But it made me better. It actually made me feel better. I think the medication. I was getting off medication at the time.
I'm dealing with a bunch of mental patients here. I'm doing a show with.
But say about Bot real quick. Once we spoke and squashed it quickly, we realized that we actually had things in common and stuff like that. And dude, 9 times out of 10, that's what happens. And people on the internet.
And here's the best part of it: that the next time you go to the 5-man trailer, there will be a 6th man.
Big Bot.
Interesting.
And it doesn't get better than that.
It'll be the thumb on the glove.
So glad Feeney and I sorted it out. Anyways, what's your honest opinion on Triple H's booking and talent decisions so far? Not based on the company's success, but only based on his storytelling and talent decisions. I've been bored. He pushes undersized and uncharismatic talent like Gargano, Ciampa, Bates, Dunn, Dragunov, Tyler Bates, Sean Spears, Candice LeRae, Cobra Kai girl, Valkyria, Dakota Kai, and probably Aleister Black too. We're all boring and mostly injury prone. He released entertaining and talented big guys like Jinder, Corbin, Lashley, MVP, Boogs, Elias, Riddick Moss, Mace, and Dijak. Also, Triple H is into work rate. Why didn't he push Cedric, Apollo, Carmelo, Santos, Ali, Mansoor, or Sheldon? All are more talented, more charismatic than Gargano and company. There's only one glaring difference. Also, the Wyatt Six was and is brutal Bob Evans, and it killed Gable and notices momentum. Alexa Bliss can't polish that turd. Besides Penta, Judgment Day, and the main event stuff, WWE feels still. It's almost as if Triple H's vision for the company's future looks early AEW. Bunch of boring, undersized, and injury-prone good workers who happen to be white. Thoughts? All right, let me make a point here, dude. Okay? They're doing 5 hours of TV every week, and you can add... How long is NXT? 1 hour? Conan, is it 1 hour show or 2 hours?
2.
Okay, so all right, so Sean's down there producing 2 hours of NXT. Hunter's overseeing 4.5 hours or a little bit more of content on SmackDown and Raw. Okay, dude, I don't know what to tell you. You have they need talent to fill in these hours. You're just going to have some of your talent is going to be more overt and more interesting storylines than the other talent. You're not going to have a show where everybody's a main eventer and that's all you have on the show and they're all in great storylines. It's like you try to tell stories with everybody and it's like there's an infinite amount of stories you tell, but a lot of them have already been done. It's just hard to come up with creative for a lot of people, and that's why people don't get over that well, especially they can't really when they're not as good in the mic as other guys. So I don't know. What do you think? I think he's doing fine because they're how do you not look at they're selling out all their shows and breaking attendance records?
Well, here's the thing that I've said it for a while, as you know, DI, that Gargano and Ciampa, they're better as heels, but still they're not a big deal. I think Profits have a higher ceiling. I think Motors, Machine Guns, and Pretty Deadly all have higher ceilings than them. What was the other thing that I wanted to say? What was the exact question? I don't even. What was the exact question?
I think
Just like, what do you think of his booking so far?
Yeah, but he also was alluding to the fact that it seems like even though guys were good workers, if they were black or Hispanic or I almost said Arabian. What am I looking for? Indians, whatever, So that Hunter is more apt to release those guys and not use them. Everybody he listed is white. Everybody that he listed Hunter releasing was mostly a person of color, except Elias.
Yeah, but if you look at WWE, whether it's Dominic or Rey Mysterio or Bianca, or you know what I'm saying, like New Day.
There's no way you can look at all the characters that are over and all the characters that aren't over collectively and put them all look at all the. There's no like racial bias in any of this decision making.
So the other thing,
I don't think anybody could argue that.
The other thing that I wanted to say is, it doesn't matter whether you have a good work rate or not. If you're not over, like I'm sure to them it's more important, the numbers that they're seeing on social media, the traction that they have instead of the actual match. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Speaking of a guy on this list that he mentioned releases and stuff, and I'll jinx him because if I mention someone, it doesn't usually work. My opinion is taking that seriously. But Konnan, did you take a look at maybe Dijak for AAA now that he's on the market there?
No,
not at all.
We don't need him at this moment.
Got it.
And it's the same thing when you need foreigners, and like right now, the only foreigners that are coming in is JBL.
Yeah.
He's like the only foreigner. Usually we have about 4 foreigners, but because the business is good right now with what we're doing, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Right. Mando's starter pack is perfect for new customers. As a special offer for listeners, new customers get $5 off a starter pack by using code K100 at shopmando.com. That's shopmando.com. Please support our show and tell them we sent you. Smell fresher, stay drier, and boost your confidence from head to toe with Mando. I hope everyone is doing well. I'm appealing this is Joe's dad, Konnan. Yeah. Joe, you have to recuse yourself from this, all right? Hope everyone is doing well. I'm appealing my suspension from last week. Konnan actually said I should be referred to as Mr. Wonderful. I should be referred to as Mr. Wonderful?
I said that you should call him Mr. Wonderful.
My question this week is, if my suspension is lifted, how do you feel about Triple H and The Rock breaking the fourth wall to discuss how they arrived at Cena's heel turn? Or should they stick to kayfabe? Thanks, and that's Mr. Wonderful, Joe Feeney Jr. Yeah, so what are we you suspended him?
I did not suspend him.
No. Yeah, Konnan gave him the nickname, and then he signed his email last week as Mr. Wonderful, and then you suspended him for using that. And so his point is, but I'm just using the name that was bestowed upon.
All right, let me have Konnan decide then. Should we lift the suspension since you're the one that called him Mr. Wonderful?
Yeah. Yes.
All right. So then we can answer this question. How do you feel about Triple H and The Rock breaking the fourth wall to discuss how they arrived at Cena's heel turn, or should they just stick to kayfabe? Bro, The Rock hasn't even stuck to kayfabe during this. Right. As soon as the show's over, he's in the scrum talking because his gimmick is an actor, and I'm playing a character on this wrestling show. He's actually said that.
Yeah.
Right.
So
he kind of he's very clever of what he's done, because he could basically just absolve himself of just breaking kayfabe. It's like, hey, I'm The Rock. I'm a character performing on the show because I'm Rock the Hollywood. That's actually a great gimmick. It's like he's first shoot. He's the biggest guy in Hollywood. And his character is the final boss on the show. So it's like, I don't know. I think it works, to be honest with you, when The Rock does it. What do you think?
Yeah, I don't have any problem with it. I mean, we're
not affecting your business.
Right, exactly. And it's not going to, people aren't going to stop watching it because you gave a behind the scenes look of how they put it together.
Right. The mayor, but not of K100.
It's no different than when you watch like a movie and there's like I don't know if you've seen this or have one, but like when a director is narrating the movie, like in this scene we were going to do this, in this scene I don't know if you've ever seen that, where the director's talking about his movie.
Yeah
No different.
Right. Yo, what's up? I just want to thank you guys for watching this clip. Don't forget to hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe, and join our YouTube membership for hours and hours of exclusive, unedited, uncensored content. And being a member will help you get involved in our upcoming live streams. Thank you for your support. Thank you for riding with us. I know you got a lot of other podcast choices, be it wrestling or other ones. And thank you for picking us. Boom.